guys, what's up? Justin Wayne here.
What's up, y'all? Bruce Wayne. So, basically, what we're here to do today, this is starting off really bad. Basically, what we're here to do today is to share with you a little lay report of my own. I met a girl at Union Square. I'm going to go right into the story. I met a girl at Union Square during the daytime. Justin was actually coaching somebody at the time, and I was doing a little work myself. I bumped into a buddy of mine. We were going to walk to Whole Foods. And on the way, I see a Taiwanese girl. And anybody that knows me, they know I have the nickname. I go by the Dragon Slayer at times, and that's because of my little fetish with Asian girls. But long story short, I'm walking to Whole Foods. There's an Asian girl there, and I have to go. So I split up from my buddy, and boom, I'm on her. And I'm talking, striking it up really well. It's going well. And Justin pops in behind her, making faces, goofing off and shit behind her, just like that. And I'm like, and I'm trying to ignore him while I'm talking to her. And long story short, though, I start walking with her because she's waiting on her friend. So I convince her to walk with me. I try and hold her hand, but she's not having it. But I keep on moving anyways, though. I don't let her affect me, like, in a negative way because that she's not accepting that handhold. I just keep going, and then I try the handhold again later, and she still doesn't have it. And I think at that point, I might have even said something to her about, like, her not holding my hand. I try and I tell her, it's okay, I'll just try again in a bit. And long story short, though, I walk with her around. We end up sitting down in the park for a while. We talk, and then she's supposed to be meeting her friend, who at this point in time I hadn't really talked about a whole lot with her. And so we start walking down towards where she's supposed to meet her friend.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How much time was this in from the time you opened? First of all, what type of opener did you use? Second, actually, quick details.
Indirect.
You went indirect?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you go with what? Can you like share with the audience? What type of indirect did you go with? What was the question exactly? You remember? Maybe just with directional type of thing.
Probably, yeah. It was probably something along the lines of like, I'm actually supposed to be meeting my friends at this healthy food store or something like that. Or something.
Like
Whole Foods is like across the street.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine it's probably something along those lines.
And,
but
and from then until that point with the friends, excuse the sirens here. We live in New York City, so fucking sirens are so annoying. Yeah. But from there until the time that you met her friend, we're going to talk about her friend. How long was that period? Trying to get a handle on
it was probably around 15 to 25 minutes.
Okay, span. Okay,
maybe even around a half an hour-ish.
Okay.
We walked around, maybe even a little longer. I don't know. We walked around. I was trying to get the handhold for a bit. She's not having it. She's a conservative Asian girl. If I've got a lot of experience with these, it basically just takes plowing, keep on going for it. You calibrate. You get physical because you're a physical man. You don't react to her like being not used to that. You just backtrack it and then keep going because you're a physical man. It's what you do. Mm-hmm. And eventually they fall into place. And that's exactly what happened. So I go for the walks. We talk in the park for a bit. We go walk back. We start walking towards where she's supposed to be meeting her friend. That's where I get the successful handhold, and where I test the handhold, and she goes to, like, I loosen the grip or whatnot, or go to where she can easily let it go or whatever, and she tightens it to firmly hold the hand or whatnot. So it was golden after that point. But we walk over to where she's supposed to meet her friend and find out it's a guy that she's supposed to be meeting. It's a friend of hers that she met, or it's a guy that she met through a friend that she works with or something, a girlfriend that she works with or something. So we're standing there in the corner. We wait for a minute. We're talking. We take a couple pictures. I'm not sure if those are going to make it in the video or not. But we take a couple pictures, and then we walk across the street because that's where her friend's supposed to be meeting her. So the guy comes out, and long story short, I forgot about that. She mentioned something about, like, I forget how we got on this topic of gay guys or something, because, like, she wasn't sure or about the guy being gay or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. He didn't give off the gay vibe at all, but she mentioned something about, like, the guy not seeing girls or something. I asked if he was gay or something like that. But long story short, this comes up later. Is why I brought it up. But so anyways, though, so he comes out, and I meet him. I shake hands with him. Obviously, like, I'm much more like, I don't know. My energy is much more like boom than his is. But you know, he was nice. Whatever. We shook hands. We all talked for a minute, and then I let them go about their business. I didn't want to intrude on their day or whatever. And plus, I ditched all my friends and whatnot too. So I went back there, and on the way back, I shoot her. So I have like this little thing. I kind of picked it up off of you a while back. But so on the way back though, I'm walking, and this man is like walking towards me, and he like gives me this really big like flirtatious smile. He's got a full beard. He's dressed like relatively signaling, but he's like gives me this huge like very flirtatious smile, and I'm just like no, and he just walks by. So but then this is where I got what I picked up from you back before or whatever. I text her, oh my God, craziest thing just happened. Like, you must be into witchcraft or something like that.
Yeah. I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So then she's like, what? I'm like, no. I'll call you later.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, quick. I want to pause here quickly.
Right afterwards. Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. So basically, that's a nice little technique we used to use. Just as again, the main thing is only for girls that already are into you. It's perfect for. If a girl's not into you and you do it, it doesn't really help you that much. You waste your time. But the girl show you some good interest, and then you use that like, oh my gosh, the crazy thing happened on text.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it. Or are you do witchcraft, something like that, whatever.
Exactly.
She's gonna wonder why. What are you talking about? And then you say, I can't talk now, but I'll call you in a bit, in 5 minutes, whatever. That way she can be mentally prepared for the call, which then increase her chance of picking up the call, even calling you back.
Yeah. I did it. Yeah, especially it was more important. It also was like a focus to like I just split ways with her. She just left with this guy friend of hers or whatever. And I don't know like what the deal is between them or anything, but I wanted to kind of like spike that up in her again, like spike up me in her head again while she's with him, just to keep myself in there, while she's with him. And I mean, like, so like if the gay dude or if the dude with the flirtatious smile wouldn't have walked by, I still would have like hit her up with something to like kind of like grasp her attention and like to kind of bring me back into her mind while she's out with that dude. But anyways though, so I told her I'd call her back in a bit and or in 5 minutes or something like that. But then I didn't. I got busy or whatever, tied up, and then I hit her up later that night, asked her what she's doing. She said that she was feeling tired and was going to go home. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. Then I hit her up like I forget. Oh wait, no, I was getting ready to go home or whatever. I told her have a good night, and it was good. And then she hit me back up, told me that her friends were going to her friends wanted to go out to
party.
Yeah, pretty much to go to the club. I can't remember meat packing.
Okay.
Wanted to go out to the club. And I'm like, I thought you were tired. She's like, yeah, well, they want to go. They're dragging me along. So, long story short, I went out, met up with her at the club or whatnot. It was also close to my birthday at this point in time, so she bought me a birthday drink. And then we, hung out with her dancing for a bit, and then I took her home.
Ah, cool.
Yep. We went home. So I get home. We had this really good connection and whatnot. I didn't kiss her, actually, by the way, either. Remember, I actually posted this in the forums back before, how Justin and I, we don't really go for the kisses unless we're on camera. We don't force the kiss unless we're on camera, really. So, like, that way it comes out much more natural and, like, kind of helps to add to that romantic connection. But I don't kiss her the entire time. I get her home. So we get home. She sits on the couch. I sit on my bed. I'm like telling her to come sit next to me.
So this is what time? Like early morning? Or?
It's like we probably left the club area around like 3 a.m.
Okay.
So like we're back at my place now. I'm sitting on the bed. She's sitting on my futon, and I'm like patting the bed, telling her to come sit next to me. And she's like, no. She's like, I know what's gonna happen if I come. I'm like, no, it's okay. It'll be fine. Like, I'm not gonna do anything you don't want me to. It's fine. And so she's like, no. Then I lay down on the bed, I like lay down onto the bed and I like move over and leave her space there. I'm like, come on, get over here. It's okay. She's like, no. I think it's best if I just sleep here. I'm like, get over here. I'm like, get over here. Nothing's gonna happen that you don't want to happen. Get over here. So then she comes on over, and she gets into bed with me. So we lay there, and I don't want to force anything yet or anything like that. And that's another reason why not getting the kiss or whatever, or kissing is so beautiful because it can really like ramp up the sexual like energy and tension.
Or even if you do kiss the girl, even if you do kiss the girl the first day, what I do all the time, I don't use a lot of tongue. I just keep it very light. Exactly. Just so that way, when I use the tongue, it turns on a lot more at that time. And then again, it depends on the flow of the pickup. Some pickups I kiss fast, some pickups I take. It just depends how I feel.
Exactly. So she was really stressed out and stressing about like, oh my God, like I'm here and like, and if I get in this bed, like I'm gonna be a whore or something like that. Is basically what was going through her head. She's But anyways, so long story short, I let her. We go to sleep. It was also really early in the morning anyways. I was actually tired too. So I wake up in the morning, I start caressing her sides. She like wakes up and like looks at me or whatever, and I'm caressing her sides, whatever, and like I'm starting to like get even more like passionate with the touches and whatnot. And she's like, I think we should stop. And I just turn her over to me. I look at her in the eyes, and I just start making out with her. I'm just boom. It's like right after that, like I hit her with the makeout, the full fledged makeout. She's giving it back to me. It's just boom, and I'm just ripping her clothes off at that point, and done deal.
1, 2, 3, 4.